I'm at the Qizhan Art Museum in Lushan Park. I walked over to the tomb, which I didn't get to see last time I was here. I've already done the museum. This was all before I was using this app to record my trail of breadcrumbs everywhere. I didn't know this was here. I don't even think it was marked off on the map of the park I saw when I got off the exit 1 from line 8. The park was all torn up last time I was here, fenced off with bulldozers, going around where the plum garden is and the tomb. It's going on 1 o'clock now, so by 1:30 I want to be up waiting for the shuttle bus to the Glass Museum. They do it twice a day from line 3. I think it was 11:15 and 1:30 pickup to take you from the exit of line 3 to the Glass Museum. So I should leave now and not linger. I got up there and I looked for the bus I wanted to take. I think it was 522 and a couple others, and I didn't see them marked off at the bus stop as stopping there. And even with my VPN on, I can't get Google Maps to work on my China mobile phone. And I looked it up this morning real quick on Wi-Fi with a VPN on Google Maps, and the directions did work. And then I swiped the memory off my phone stupidly after I saved pics of the route I wanted to take. It's the park out there. Please go forward to visit. Watercolors. I flipped through my guidebook on the plane, and I was like, well, both the Lonely Planet and the DK Eyewitness, I've done pretty much everything in them. I booked a week at a hostel over by the Bund. I think it's the Rock Bund Hostel. It's the one with the highest rating. And I have to pay double since I don't have anyone to room with for a private. It's going to run me like $40 a night. And I thought, well, maybe I can bang out the last few things I wanted to really see in Shanghai and then head to Nanjing for maybe at least 4 or 5 days. I already paid my deposit, and I don't think I'll get it back, so I've used the cancellation credit through Hostel World. So I might as well keep it and stay one night there, experience the hostel. I actually thought I was booking my old hostel that I like staying at by People's Park. I was mistaken. I got the balcony locked up. Guess that's it, huh? So I'll stay there a night, see how it is. Maybe 2. Hate staying somewhere for just a night. It's like not worth unpacking. Transfer over, take a taxi or the subway, haul your bags, get to the hostel, check in, blah, blah, blah. For one night, stupid. You know, because I got to travel with a lot of gear. I pretty much travel with enough stuff that I could stay on the road indefinitely, you know. The only thing I ever really want to have to go home for is to run data backups on these videos, you know, because you can't upload them, especially from China. You got to work remotely. So you got to run a data backup back in New York and then have the hard drives hooked up so I can start downloading. I still got about a 6-month backlog of videos, maybe even more, probably a year now, going on a year now, to upload. I want to get to the point where it's maybe like a month behind that I'm uploading. So when I start working remotely from one destination to the next, it's still like relatively fresh in my mind to like write more descriptive stuff for descriptions on the videos and promote them a little bit more through my Facebook. Because most of my videos don't even have any watches. And once a video doesn't have any watches, I don't think it's all that likely to pop up in search. And you start to lose focus and point for the whole idea of being comprehensive. Somebody looked at my YouTube videos the other day and they're like, your YouTube videos aren't that good. And I was like, I don't think you understand what I'm trying to do. You know, I don't edit my shit and try to make a perfect museum about this. I'm going to give you the same experience you would probably get if you went here, you know, with what little I can offer, which is hard sometimes if, you know, it's the first and last time I'm ever going to visit a place and I've not done any research beforehand, you know. But at least I'll hold the camera straight and block the sun glare and try to offer some insight on logistics and perspective. But you know, not everybody can visit these things, so if the best they get for a lot of the things is like my video, I don't think that's a hell of a bad thing. That guy's playing When the Saints Come Marching In. There's a nice lake here. Oh yeah, I walked back over because I wanted to start recording again. This is an annoying app sometimes. Especially, you know, I've noticed since I put a China Mobile SIM in here, it's gotten real weird. Trying to locate me. I gotta get that new T-Mobile plan where I can have like 2-3 lines. You know, for $100 you can have 5 lines, unlimited international text on the plane. You know, you don't have to screw around with SIM cards. You know, when you're staying a month here, a month there, a month here, 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there. You know, go find a SIM, buy it, put it in, wait in line, blah, blah, blah. You know, all that shit. And then go back to the store, like here, China Mobile, if I don't want to start getting charged and use the same SIM or something or cancel it, you got to go back to the store, wait in line, blah, blah, blah. It's like, give me a break. I just want a phone that works everywhere for a reasonable cost. I'm not going to pay like $30 extra to AT&T. Like all the flight attendants that I used to talk to, they're like, just get the international data package. That's what I use. It works great. I'm like, yeah, if you're like on the ground for 12 hours and you just need to check a few emails until you get to the hotel to use their super fast Wi-Fi. But if you're like me and you want to rely on it like all the time because your hostel's got shit Wi-Fi and you're out and about all day every day for a month, you can't use those plans. You're going to run over your data limit in like a few days, and then you're paying $30 for like, you know, every 2 days of data. It's like crazy and ridiculous. Why would I do that? Well, if I walk around the far side of the lake, I'm going to push my luck with getting there by 1:30 to the But yeah, they have a system on T-Mobile now, supposedly. I think it's unlimited data at a certain rate anyway of speed, and then it drops down maybe if you use more than that while you're overseas. I don't know if they plan on someone using it like I do, where they're gonna travel like every month. But if it works, it works. I don't know if they'll throttle me or something if I'm overseas too much. But I would think if I don't stay in the same place, they probably might not realize it. Or if I have 5 lines and I split my data between, those lines, then it might not be that big of an issue. I don't know. It's never all that easy. Main reason I want it is just to be able to keep in touch with people, because it's too difficult. People get pissed off when you're like, well, let's make plans because I won't have Wi-Fi until I get home later today. I'll text you like I have maybe a half hour to an hour to text in the morning while I'm getting ready, and I'm not going to be like, having a conversation about it. It's going to be like, this is what I'm doing today. Would you like to meet me? No? Okay. Let's plan for dinner. No, you don't want to meet me then? Fine. I'll text you later when I get home. We can plan for tomorrow. People want to do that. I want to have a long conversation, back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, I could do that. I have an hour and a half on the subway where I'm just like reading a book or something or listening to an audio digest. But, if I could text, because you can text on the metro in most Asian countries. They have cell repeaters throughout the subway system. It's great. But if you don't have mobile service, then the time for communication is kind of wasted. When you should and could be like, that's why, I don't know, I think that's why most people are doing the mindless stuff, back and forth texting. Either they're allowed to do that kind of bullshit at their job, or, they have a long commute and they want to they don't think about it as being a nonsense conversation, So there's the stadium. I'm going to hustle back over.